Diana Kelly.
Perfect. So tell us a little bit about your experiences with Dr. Berry's practice. What treatments have you received here?
I hurt my knee. I tore my ACL, so I came and just got an X-ray and MRI and got surgery through Dr. Berry.
Perfect. And so how did you hurt your knee? How did you tear your ACL?
Playing soccer. Second time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you were playing soccer, and the moment happened that you tore your ACL, what can you talk about that a little bit and kind of going into treatment with Dr. Berry
Sure.
and how he, told you about the procedure and what your expectations should be going out of it?
Sure, yeah. I was playing in a soccer game. I'm in a co-ed league. So I went up for a ball and a girl ran into me and I just heard a pop, and I have had an ACL done 10 years ago, so I knew instantly, even though the trainer on the field was like, "You're fine." I was like, okay. Now I feel like a baby, but I think the thing that really made me the most upset is because I was training for my first full marathon and had already signed up for it. It was in Disney World. I was pumped and knew I wasn't going to be able to do that. So my sister's actually a physical therapist, and so she gave me Dr. Berry's name and called and got right in and came in, and he's like, "Let's go ahead and do an MRI because it doesn't feel great." And so we did an MRI and came back in and found out that I did tear it, and he knew that I was training for this marathon, and so he was super compassionate and really was great for what the circumstance was. So I wanted to get it done, the surgery, right away. He told me, gave me different options for graft, or before I had my patellar used, and this time I used a graft. And so he gave me the pros and cons of that, and I just trusted his opinion. And they got me right in. I mean, I went into surgery the next week. So it's like, I want to get it done as quick as possible to hopefully start running again. And now I'm running my first half marathon in 2 weeks. Well, running again. I've run a lot of half marathons, but yeah. And then hopefully running my first full in October in Chicago. So it's going good.
That's so great.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that Dr. Berry has talked about a lot with his patients that we've seen, with the testimonials that have come in and talked to us. He made it very clear in the beginning that he wants to get you back to the life that you had before,
yeah.
And, make everything exactly as it was,
right.
So you can get back to doing what you love.
Yeah, he was very, of course he was like, "There's no way you can run this marathon, that was hard." But so I was like, "Can I just, have surgery after?" He's like, "No, but we'll get you back as soon as you can." And I've had great support from them, and then also, of course, great physical therapy. So it was a team effort, and I just feel like I'm right back. I feel good. Like my last one, I did not come back that quick at all. So it's going well.
Since you've had two, how would you compare your experience with your first ACL tear and that surgery and recovery to the one that you had Dr. Berry took care of?
I was pretty young, but I think also just, I do have some tendonitis and stuff in my first knee because, obviously the procedures were different, and I've got huge screws in this knee, and then they showed me the difference in the X-ray actually at my last appointment here, and you can't even see any sort of screws or anything. I don't know what they use. That's not helpful, but it feels more like a normal knee, whereas I can feel screws and things in this knee. So I am older now, so I feel like I remember the surgery more now, but it was a lot less scary than I was thinking that what I remembered. So yeah, it's good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
So the recovery period, it was shorter, I'm assuming?
Yeah, it was. I'm now 7 months post today, so I was a full, I'm not playing soccer again yet, but I wasn't even really running that much from what I remember. I was sidelined for a while at this one, and just a lot more pain. Like I said, I now have tendonitis in this knee, and I'm running 11 miles tomorrow, so it's going, I have no pain. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, I was not expecting that. It's like, I'm never going to run again, but
it's amazing.
Yeah.
Dr. Berry seemed like he sets expectations, and then he really makes sure you
yeah.
meet those expectations.
Yeah, and I had a list of doctors that they recommended, but from the outcome and the recovery that my sister and physical therapy, they were like, "This is what we see the best recovery," and so that's why I did choose him. Is the quickest and long term.
So your sister, does she treat patients who typically come out of surgery from Dr. Berry's office?
Yeah. Well, there's a few doctors she obviously sees, but she sees a lot from Dr. Berry, and they have a good working relationship, and she loves his work. So.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So, if someone tore their ACL tomorrow, one of your friends, what would you tell them about your experience with Dr. Berry in your recovery period? What would you tell them to encourage them to seek his care instead of going to another
Right.
physician?
I mean, obviously, I really enjoyed everything about I'm really kind of a doctor phobia. I really hate doctors. Doctor's offices never been good about it. Got like high anxiety, but the people up front are just so friendly. You know, you walk in and it's super just comforting. And so I never have any anxiety coming here now. So that's kind of a huge deal. Just the people he's hired to be around him. And then of course, Dr. Berry was super comforting. He knew it was super hard on me. Didn't care that I cried. So he was great. I think that I would recommend him for sure. I mean, and it got me in quick. And, you know, the recovery, like right after surgery, first surgery, I was in the hospital for a full day vomiting, very sick to everything that they gave me. Didn't happen at all this time. I mean, they were very proactive, knew that that happened to me. So just even that part of the surgery day was 9-day different. So I don't really think you could go wrong. I would definitely recommend him to my friends who had ACL, which I have a lot because we play soccer, so that happens a lot. But.
So Dr. Berry's, like everyone he works with, they're all very involved in the process, making sure you're taken care of every step of the way.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, they called me after surgery, you know, and checked up on me. Every time I come in here, they know my name. I mean, just a really great environment to be in, I would say. So, yeah.
Is there anything that you'd like to add? You guys
good?
Think?
I'm sure it helped your everyday life too. I mean, you talked about sports and stuff.
Right.
But how about your just normal everyday at home
Yeah.
life?
Yeah, Sure. No, I mean, at first I live in a double-story house, and so going upstairs and things like that were difficult. But I mean, I hopped up. They took my crutches away the next day when I was at Dr. Berry's office, and so he's very much like, you need to get back to your normal life, getting out of the car, just little things like that you don't think of. I got back really quickly, and I mean, he's very, obviously, wants you to get back as quick as you can, if you're capable, obviously. So it was good, yeah. He got me back quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're all set.